meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Port Clinton City Council regular meeting on February 10, 2026 in the Linda Hart Love Chambers at Port Clinton City Hall. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection for those protecting the program.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Clerk, please call the roll.
Beth Gilman,
Excused.
Richard Morgan,
I'm here.
Carmen Daff, here. Avery Robinson,
Here.
Kathy King, here. Pat Hovis, here. Jerry Trolley.
Here.
Thank you, Council. You previously received the January 27, 2026 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam President,
Yes.
make a motion to approve the minutes for January 27th.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to approve the January 27, 2026 regular meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. The minutes are hereby approved. The chair notes that certification has been made regarding compliance with the rules and notifications of this meeting. We have no guest presentation. Public comment?
Paul McCauley, 609 Winterberry, Findlay, Ohio.
Good evening, I am Pat McCauley.
What did I say? I apologize.
You said Paul.
I apologize.
People usually say Tom, though. I don't get it.
I'll stay with the P.
But I'm Pat McCauley, and I'm with the Office of State Treasurer Robert Sprague. And I just wanted to swing by council tonight and just give you a little update on our office and what's happening, and to see if there's anything that we can do to help out the council in Fort Clinton. Just wanted to highlight some of our programs and how they're going. Some of these you may use, some you may not, but perfectly fine. The first one is Star Ohio, and I think the city does participate in Star Ohio.
Yes.
It's our investment program for government entities. Currently, it is sitting at $22.5 billion. Its yield is 4.03 right now. It's been slowly creeping down since it was at 5.5, 5.6 a while back, but still paying pretty well. So far this year, to all the account holders, paid out about $560 million. Since 2019, since Treasurer Sprague's been in office, paid out $4.2 billion in interest. So Treasurer Sprague's been working really hard to make sure that is a valuable program for you. And just overall, there's about 2,117 communities and institutions participating in it, because it's open to libraries and schools and joint fire districts and all the like, anybody that uses taxpayer dollars. About a year ago, we launched a program called the Ohio Homebuyer Plus, and that allows for anybody who is saving for a home to be able to get up to a 3% increase in their interest rate. So far,
Do you mean decrease?
Yeah.
no, increase.
Why would I want a 3% increase in my home borrowing interest rate?
Because you're saving for a home.
Oh, not for the home interest rate?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, for the savings.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that.
No, we've had those questions before, so it's not a problem.
And before you go on,
Yeah.
if Star Ohio has all this money, what is it? I'm sorry, what is it?
It's just an investment fund
Okay.
that pulls together all of the different communities and organizations that want to participate in it.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yeah.
No problem.
Sorry.
No problem. The Homebuyer Plus is an excellent program for those that want to save for a home. They can save up to $100,000, and it has to be used for closing costs and down payments. Currently, there's about 2,139 accounts open across the state. And so far this year, the interest that the state has added to those accounts is about $75.4 million. And there's 75 financial institutions across the state that participate in it. So it's pretty easy with virtual banking anymore to be able to find an institution where you can save that money for a home. We just launched late last year, it's a new link deposit program called the Buckeye Business Advantage. And this program is targeting small businesses of 150 employees or less. It allows them to get up to $1 million in financing for 2 years at, and here's where it goes down, opposite of the Home Buyer Plus, it will lower the interest rate up to 3%. The business has to be headquartered in Ohio. 51% of the employees have to be from Ohio. And 51% of the business also has to be in the state of Ohio, and it has to be a for-profit business. One of the things that we heard over the years was small businesses not being able to have access to capital to be able to expand or bring on more people. This program allows them to do it. The other great thing is if you only have 3 employees, you can still use this program. So if you're a coffee shop and your cappuccino maker goes on the fritz, I don't know how much cappuccino makers are, but you can use this program to help pay for a new one. So the manufacturing industry was really excited about this program. So like I said, it's been in place for about 2 months now. So if you know of any businesses in town that are looking for capital to expand or grow in any way, please refer to the Buckeye Business Advantage. The last program we have is called Stable. I don't know if anybody's familiar with this program, but it allows individuals with a disability to be able to save money and not have it affect what they receive in federal benefits. Right now, if you have a disability and you're receiving SSI, Medicaid, you can only have $2,000 in assets. If you go over that, they're going to start cutting back on the amount of your benefits. If you open up a stable account for this individual, they will be able to save up to $19,000 a year. If they're able to work, another $15,000 a year. And it doesn't affect what they receive in benefits. It's a great workaround. Anybody can put money into someone's stable account, so it could be mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, neighbors, friends, can put money into someone's account. A lot of parents will open one up when their child is young and start saving for them. So when they're 18, they'll have that money to use for everyday living expenses. Of course, they can use it up to 18 too. But housing, transportation, medical, education. If this person likes to go to Disney every year, they can use that money to go to Disney every year because it's about improving the quality of their life. The age was 26 at the beginning of the year that your disability had to occur by to be eligible. It has now been moved up to 46, which opened it up to about 2 million more people in the state. That's a federal number, and of course we're going to lobby to get them to raise it again so more people can take advantage of this. The treasurer's office picks up all maintenance costs for the accounts. And this just happened with the new budget. One of the fears of opening up an account is if the person passes away, what happens to the money? Well, Medicaid, you come in and claw back money that was paid out to them from their account. They can't do that anymore. They can go on to a beneficiary. We do offer a direct deposit option for businesses. So if they'd like to set it up so their employees can easily put money into someone's stable account, or if the individual themselves is working, they can put money in real easy to their account. It's a free service, and if that is something the city is ever interested in doing, we'd be more than happy to help you out with that. So just in a nutshell, I didn't want to take up a lot of your time tonight, but thank you for the opportunity to let me stop by and just tell you about some of the things that are happening with our office. A lot of people are like, what do you guys do? So, and I always tell them, we're the good office, because we only try to help you save money or make more money. So, and if anybody has questions, I'd be happy to.
Just this last one, the stable, that is only for people who have a disability?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Yes, that, to see if you qualify, you go on the website, and there's a couple of questions to see if you qualify for it.
Where can we get more information about the programs if we want to go online? What's the...
OhioTreasurer.gov. I'm sorry, I'm short on collateral. What I can do is I can email PDFs to you, and then you can distribute those to whoever might need them.
Certainly, Mike, yeah, I don't have my card on me. Mike has one, he'll give you his card and he can forward it to me.
Okay.
Just get it before here.
Here's my card too. All my pleasure. Any other questions?
And I'll share this info with everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
And you say you don't know any Bee Gees songs? You went there?
No,
You don't even know I Ziggy Zumba?
No. I know it's sad.
I know, that's okay.
I did hang out at Howard's.
That's my spot.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Okay.
If there's ever anything you think that we can help out with, let me know. I live in Findlay, so I'm not from Columbus, so I come up this way a lot, especially when I'm on perch. So. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome to stay here.
I'm probably gonna head on.
Nobody ever stays.
Well, I can if you want.
An opportunity like this. Just doesn't happen every day.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
Safe travel.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to executive officers reports. Council, this evening there are 3 new ordinances. Ordinance 4-26 will not be assigned to a committee. Administration has asked that it be passed on its first reading due to time-sensitive nature. Ms. Schenker will talk about that during her time. Ordinance 5-26, no committee. Administration has asked that it be passed on a second reading, and Mr. Sass will talk about that. Ordinance 6-26, no committee, and administration has asked that it be passed on its first reading due to time-sensitive nature, and Ms. Schenker will also talk about that. And that is all I have. Move on to the mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, members of council. I don't know about you guys, but 43 degrees never felt so warm. Today was wonderful. Unfortunately, we have gone through a spell of very bad weather, very cold weather. Our best estimate is we've had about 12 water line breaks throughout the city of Port Clinton. 2 of those have happened in the last 12, 14 hours. So the crews are getting very little sleep and are running on empty. Side note, a week ago Monday, I received a phone call from my cousin who lives in Dublin, Ohio, and he called me because just on the news that morning, the city of Columbus had 69 active water line breaks, to put everything in perspective. Quick update on Flip. If you haven't been down Lakeshore Drive, the revetment project is moving along quite speedily, in my opinion. They have made it, they're obviously working eastbound, they've made it right to the property line of the Harborside and Brands Marina condo complex. They are going to be taking a weather break here pretty soon for an uncertain amount of period of time, so they'll be moving the vehicles and whatnot. Other things that are happening and moving along, obviously everybody's interested in the Plan B, the below ground stuff. Doug Neuscher's informed me that 99.9% of the funding issues with the 5 funding sources have been worked out, and he sees no issues moving forward there. All 5 funding agencies have also been in the process of reviewing the engineering diagrams. 4 of the 5 have signed off. I can't make this stuff up. It just seems to be the way this project has been going. A week ago Friday, the USDA, which is the biggest one of these projects, the regional director called Doug Nusser and said, hey, going to be a little delayed, our engineer's in ICU. We have not heard the status, the prognosis. Obviously his health is a concern of all of ours, but we're still waiting on the USDA to approve the below ground diagrams, and then we can move forward. The other issue that's somewhat of a hang up, working with the railroad, Norfolk Southern, going from the north side to the south side, or south side north, however we want to look at it, right at Jefferson Street. Plan A was to go right down the middle of the road. They nixed that because of the foundations. Plan B is to go a little bit to the east. They're evaluating that. If they don't approve that, it'll go a little bit farther to the east. The issue associated with that then is you come out right in the parking lot of the county jail, and we have to work out an agreement with the commissioners on that. So those are the hurdles that we're facing right now. Once those get settled, or are close to being settled, Doug Nusser has agreed to come in and give everybody an update, because he feels at that point we'll be ready to go out for bids and talk about shovels in the ground. Council, earlier last week, I sent all of you a invitation from the Ottawa County Senior Resources. They're having their Community Champions Week, March 16th to 20th, and they've invited elected officials to do ride-alongs on home food deliveries, as well as visit senior centers. There was a way to log on and register to participate that week in the email. If you need it again, I can send it. Some updates on the Port Clinton Fire Department. The levy ballot issue that was approved here in council a while back has been authorized by the Board of Elections. We still don't have an issue number. Once that's out there, I'll let everybody know. But on January 30th and 31st, 12 members of the Port Clinton Fire and Rescue Department participated in ice rescue training. It was pretty critical, because since then there have been 3 calls for ice rescue. In the past 10 years, there may have been 2. So I don't know how the gods work, but you train on it, and lo and behold, you have to implement it. One other thing of note, for generations, and Mr. Trolley can attest to this, training at the fire department has been Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, forever. Well, starting on March 2nd, which will be the first Monday in March, training is going to be moved to Monday nights at 7 o'clock. Again, council and the community are welcome to stop by the fire station, see what's going on. The primary reason to move to that Monday, all of the surrounding jurisdictions train on Monday night, and they felt that it was a great way to work together, train. We're having more and more mutual aid calls throughout the community, going in and coming out. So again, starting March 1st, fire department training will be Monday nights, every Monday at 7. Mark your calendars for next Tuesday night at St. John Lutheran Church. Shrove Tuesday pancake feed will run from 5 until 6:30. You may know someone in the kitchen flipping pancakes. It is a free will offering. Again, next Tuesday the 17th from 5 to 6:30. Burning Snowman Festival is coming up on the 28th of this month, the last Saturday in February, and that again will take place at Doc's Beach House. It's a great opportunity to help. They give out $56,000 last year to a variety of charities in the community. With Lakeshore Drive, I know we've kind of turned one eye as people go to the Burning Snowman. They park on the north or south side of Lakeshore Drive. That will not be possible this year because of the road construction, revetment construction. There will be barrels up. There's going to be a sign as you come over the drawbridge, no parking from this point down to the city limits. So if you could help spread the word about no parking on Lakeshore Drive during the Burning Snowman Festival. Finally tonight, it's great that it was 40-some degrees. Sometime this week, all the pitchers and catchers report to spring training. So summer is just around the corner. And last week I confirmed the 6th annual PC Day at Fifth Third Field. Again, that's going to be on Sunday, August 9th. First pitch will be at 4:05. I'm sorry, I can't remember who the opponent is, but hope to see everyone down there. We're working with high school to do the national anthem. The VFW Color Guard is going to be there, as they always are, to do what they do. Talking with some of our military folks to identify a hometown hero. Of course, the 7th inning stretch, there'll be a group down there singing Take Me All to the Ballpark. And the only thing left is to figure out who's going to throw out the first pitch. Mr. Sass, would you like to do that? Throw out the first pitch in front of 10,300 people? You stepped up to help our community. I figured the best way to pay you back is to embarrass the hell out of you.
Well, thank you. I got time to warm up,
There
right?
you go. There you go. There you go. So,
Wow, that's
you still have to buy your own ticket. With that, Madam President, unless anyone has any questions.
Mike, is the jet, or,
No, they're no.
okay.
No.
Just
It's,
there.
yeah, find your own way, carpool.
All right.
That's too
gotcha.
bad, because that added, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was fun. There's just some logistics with
Yeah.
cost and finding a dock and yeah.
I have two questions. First of all, 12 water line breaks. I mean, most of these things buried years ago, correct? And did they just not bury them deep enough?
No, it's just the nature of the beast.
I mean, how
And
deep are
they're
they?
pushed, some of them are over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Now, you see how you're working when you're 100 years old.
I'm having trouble at 70, but, you know,
And you gotta remember, they're under pressure, they're at least 55 pounds of pressure on those pipes. And that water's moving. And that does create friction and wear, so that thins the pipe out. Because most of them are cast iron or ductile iron pipe.
how deep are they?
4 to 5 feet. They'll vary, they may be deeper than that.
I'm surprised that's frozen there, but obviously. it
It's
is.
a frost is over 2 feet down right
The
now,
ground's moving.
when they're digging it.
Yeah,
But they'll move, they do move. But the biggest factor, very frankly, is the age. Metal fatigue, it's just anything like I say, you get old, you fall apart.
And
So
there are just as many water line breaks in the summertime as everything
So
dries up.
It's not
the
that
soil
they're frozen,
compresses.
it's just,
It's
Just a
moving, but
combination.
the soil moves.
so we
And then-
should dig the whole city up and start all over.
Yeah.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Basically what you gotta do.
Does the USDA really only have just one engineer? I mean,
One in this area,
I
apparently.
mean, that
so,
seems
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's all I have.
Jerry? I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're
Cool.
good.
Mr. Bealow, auditor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Council, good to be with you this evening. I emailed to all of you yesterday a copy of the financials for January, and happy to entertain any questions. Now over the phone or an email, but if you would approve it whenever you like. Ideally at the next meeting, I'd appreciate it. At the next council meeting, we anticipate giving an ordinance providing a full year budget for 2026. And hope to take that up for review with the Finance Committee at a convenient time before the end of March. So that's the timeline we face, is up to last meeting in March, or up till March 30th, so March 31st. That's all I have tonight. Happy to entertain any questions, but I have about 5 minutes until I need to get out of here to catch a plane.
Anyone have any questions? Mr. Bealow? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
Treasurer is not with us this evening.
I do have numbers. Okay, these are good through today, February 10th, 2026. Registration fees so far, we received $9,900. And bed tax, $13,794.86. And currently zero in dock tax. I'm actually in the process of sending out invoices, send them out in February, they are due by June 1st.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Schenker, Walker.
Thank you, Madam President. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the two urgent ones to the best of my recollection. I have given Mr. Sass a homework assignment to fill in the blanks. So he will do that probably more eloquently than me because I remember only a few things right now. So for the first ordinance with to enter into a contract for Verdantis for engineering services to conduct a no feasible
Which
alternative
ordinance is this, I'm
study.
sorry?
4-26. So what that is, that's for the wastewater treatment plant. They need to do different soil studies and different things the things is what Mr. Sass will fill you in on. But the one thing I remember is that they have to have shovels in the ground by spring, because step one, it needs to rain, and spring is when it rains. And if we don't have this passed on a first read, or hopefully on a first read, then we will not have shovels in the spring, and we will have to wait an entire year to come back to this. So unfortunately, a lot of these new studies and contracts, they're coming up at the last minute to us, and then we are being told we need to hurry up and get it done. So that's that one. And then ordinance 5-26, this is for the Director of Safety and Service Center in a contract with QT Equipment to purchase a new utility crane truck for the wastewater treatment plant without formal bidding and advertising due to a real and present emergency that arose. So the way that it was explained to me, which is probably not so technical, but part of the truck fell out and we can't use the crane. So this is kind of like your transmission falling out of your car. This is something where it can't be predicted. It just happened. It was old, but they were trying to keep it together and use it for as long as they could, and it just happened. So that's the reason for the emergency. I think it was $187,000 for the truck. The other point to mention is that this is a very specialized piece of equipment, and there's only a handful of companies that make this equipment in the state. Dave Basek reached out to the two that he knew of, and he took the lowest estimate out of the two. So this is why this is an emergency, because just like if your transmission falls out of your car, you can't drive it, so you can't use the truck. And if we try to use the crane or try to fix the crane without specialized assistance or parts, it's going to be disastrous for the city. And then ordinance 6-26. So we have amended portions of chapter 139 twice. The irony is, during those amendments, we completely cut out the fire department for uniforms. They are in their own separate little group. They're salaried, non-exempt, and we just cut that whole section out. So we need to put that back in so they can get paid. So we're basically put all employees of the city, so there is no question, all full-time employees. The second portion just came up recently when the mayor and myself and Mr. Sass and Ms. Osheimer met on the discussion of we need to find a new safety service director and get out a advertisement and put together job requirements, things like that. And the question of residency came up. It came up just previously when Mr. Sass filled the interim position, because he does not live within the city limits. And according to the revised code, the safety service director needs to live inside the city limits. While looking at this ordinance, this 139 for the firefighters, this also was brought to our attention that the safety service director is just lumped in with all other exempt employees, which need to live in the county or adjoining county. That is absolutely incorrect. I looked back, the last time it was amended was 2008, and he was lumped into the category of living in the school district. So I'm not sure if we ever had that right, but we do need to make it right, because that is a requirement in the revised code, and we cannot go against that. But there is still the ability to waive that, for council to waive that, but we just need to make sure it's correct before we can move on to the next step. Those are the reasons for the extreme emergencies in all three ordinances, and I don't think I have anything else. Unless I have questions, Mr. Morgan.
I have questions. They're easy, I think. I understand the emergency with the crane. I understand that. I'm not, and good that when we didn't put out formal bids, we got verbal bids, and that was good. My question is, $189,000 is a lot of money, and why can't we fix the one we have?
So this is a very.
Because the boom is broke. Now, do you want to stand under a crane truck with a broken boom
Well, no, but I mean,
and the floor is rusted out?
has it been determined that it is totaled? As far as we can tell.
How much do you want to put into a truck that's a 2007?
Well,
Yes, Richard, it has reached its endful use of life.
those are the questions I'm
Sure,
going to
and
get.
they're reasonable questions. Yeah, Dave Basak, he wouldn't be spending money if he didn't have to, believe me. But he says it's just not, it's not reliable, it's not safe. And the other thing is, some of the pumps that they're using now exceed the weight capacity of the truck that they have. The newer pumps are heavier than what the crane's rated to lift. That's not a good scenario to be working underneath of.
No, fair enough.
And that's not good for a new crane. We have a crane that's literally, we have to bandage together to lift trucks past its weight limit. It's just a bad scenario in every way you could look at
And
it.
Gabe's on here, but do we have $189,000?
I believe there is money that can be appropriated for
Okay.
that.
Another question.
Oh, and they're still, Mr. Morgan,
Yeah.
they still have to build this, so it's not like we're gonna be able to buy it tomorrow. They're building it,
Right.
so that does take some time.
Okay, and then I was confused on the residency. So we're basically for the safety service director and all the exempt employees, we're no longer requiring them to live in the city, or we have no residency requirement, what this is saying.
No,
Do I have that correct?
no, you do not.
Okay, then fix it.
So, okay, initially, just going back, let's go back to 2008. In 2008, the ordinance was amended and it said the safety service director, along with like the chief of police, the chief of fire, other people who are exempt full-time employees, they needed to reside within the city or within the school district.
Okay.
That was incorrect, because the Ohio Revised Code section was passed in 1965. So from 1965 moving forward, never with a break, the safety service director is the only classified exempt employee who is not elected that has a residency requirement to live in the city.
Okay.
So from 2008 until just last year, I believe, we amended that to make sure everybody got uniform allowances and to change the residency requirement for like our, like a water department manager, streets, administrative assistant 2 positions, to give them give them a little bit of ease where they could reside within the county or within an adjoining county. However, the safety service director was never removed from the prior list, so stayed in that list because we really never addressed the safety service director because we've always had one who lived in the city.
Right.
Then, unfortunately, we have the interim safety service director appointed, and that's when it came back around to our attention that there is an Ohio Revised Code section, I believe it's 735, don't quote me on that, it is in the ordinance, which states that the safety service director has to live within the city limits unless it's waived by council, unless that requirement is waived by council. So we did that for Mr. Sass while he's here for his interim. But when you're advertising for a new job, you can't wink, wink, nod, nod, tell them that, oh, don't worry, council will waive this.
No, so we are getting rid of that residency requirement.
No.
No, we're putting it back in.
We're putting it back in.
We're
Yes.
putting it in correctly.
Yes.
The safety service director has to
Okay,
reside.
so he has to reside within
The
the
city
city limits.
limits.
The new one.
Unless we
Okay.
waive it.
Unless council waives
Okay.
it.
All right, because it says are hereby repealed.
Right, we're repealing the changes we made.
The current one is wrong. You're correcting it to match the state law.
Yes.
So where it says here, and I'm sorry, obviously I'm being thick here, the safety service director shall reside in the city of Port Clinton, shall become a resident there within 6 months. You're saying we're repealing that?
No,
No.
that's what we're putting in.
That's what we're putting in.
Oh, the existing, okay, I got it, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Right, and that is literally verbatim copy from the revised code.
okay, that's fine. Now it makes sense now. My thickness has been cured. Okay, thank you.
I have a question, sorry. On ordinance 4-26, like, there's no price tag on this is.
Well, right now, they need to do the study. I don't know how much the study is. I don't know how much the
Yeah.
study is, but it's before anything else can be done, so.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering, like, is this like a firm that we have to, I mean, like, isn't that something that should ever go out for bid? Like, I mean, studies aren't cheap either, I guess is what I'm saying.
It's for construction, it's a construction study, so the limit is, I believe, 80,000. And don't quote me, because it was 70, I believe it was 77, but it goes up 3% every year. And that was in 2024. Mr. Sass is looking if there is a amount. They usually do not,
There's a funding stream for it. We've applied for a grant to cover the cost of it. And I honestly,
Okay.
I apologize, I can't give you the cost. Maybe between now and the end of the meeting, I can get that number for you.
Yeah, no worries, I mean, I just was curious, because there was no number.
It's what we're doing for Dan's.
The study,
The
4-26.
I'm looking for that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cause a ruckus.
No?
But the city has applied for grant funding, is what you
Yeah,
said.
it's through the funding
Stream.
streams that we're doing as far as for the infrastructure.
Oh,
It's
okay.
part of the infrastructure
So
program.
what is this,
Oh, it's part of FLIP? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
that's,
what is this study exactly doing? And I
Well,
just don't understand.
I'll get to that when we get to my point. my
Okay,
part.
all right.
I'm done. It's
You're
Mr.
done?
Sass's turn.
Okay.
all right.
Safety Service Director, Mr. Sacks.
Okay, I'll try to be brief.
Thank you.
A couple things. First of all, the mayor touched briefly on it. The stoplights on Lakeshore Drive will be removed probably tomorrow. And they won't be used again until it gets in the spring when they pour the erosion pad, which is the concrete that'll be between the rocks and the pavement. So there won't be a problem with the lights. We're going to store them at the back of the sewage treatment plant. They are going to leave the message boards up, and as the mayor mentioned, we'll put a message up probably starting Friday night as far as no parking for the burning snowman. They're probably within a week and a half to 2 weeks of having that project done as far as the placement of the rocks. They've had it's been a great project. It looks nice. I haven't had any complaints about it. So it's a great project, and it's going to be there for a while. Obviously, we've had numerous water leaks, and I described a little bit part of the reason for that, and that's going to continue. There might be one tonight. Last night I got the text at 4:19, the water leak on Taft or not Taft, but 6th Street and Clinton Street. And I told Quentin, I want to know when you're going out. It doesn't matter what time. I want to know if you're out there. I stopped by to see him this morning. Went out to see him at 11:30. They were getting close to finding where the leak was at. So it's not just an easy thing. They had to cut up the pavement. Obviously it was dark. At least the sun was shining most of the time that I work in the day. So it's a tough deal. And those folks, if you see them, pat them on the back, let them know we appreciate it, because it's a concern, and something I wasn't aware of. The water doesn't get shut off. Nobody's out of water service normally when these leaks are being repaired. They repair them hot. In other words, the water's still flowing when they put the patch over it. So, to their credit, it's done well, and the citizens benefit from it.
Mr. Sacks?
Yeah.
Madam President, may I interrupt? I have Doug Nusser on the line to answer the question earlier.
Sorry.
Doug, go ahead and say something. We'll see if everybody can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just looking up, trying to find some of the information you asked about, Mike. Hold on just a minute. The council will accommodate me.
Thank you, Mr. Newsom.
While he's looking, the construction projects to go off for bid, this year is $79,568. Next year, it will go up by 3%.
are you having for dinner, Doug?
Not there yet.
Okay.
I hope all of you have.
No.
Give a lot of no shaking heads.
Come see yourselves. Okay, yeah. $348,000 is their proposal cost. What were the other questions?
You said that was a zero interest loan?
It'll be a zero interest planning loan for 5 years that can be rolled into a zero interest design loan for any projects that might result from this that be designed. And then that can then be rolled over into a construction loan for 1% interest for as much as probably, in this case, I'm guessing 30 to 40 years.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Doug, thank you. Bring leftovers to work tomorrow. Please. All right.
Thanks, Doug.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, continue on, Friday morning, 8 o'clock, we're going to swear in Officer Brian Sloan, new officer with the Port Clinton Police Department. As long as I've got everyone's ear, I'll go over the Urdanus project just a little bit. So I think we killed the crane truck deal. We got that one talked out, right? Everything's good? What they're going to do is it's a 4-month flow monitoring system. They're going to put 12 monitors in the storm drains. There's going to be 2 rain gauges scattered around. They need to do it during they want at least 3 high velocity rain events. So that's why we want to do it we'll start getting rain in spring. And then they'll monitor the flow as far as how much the flow is. They'll deliver a report, they'll come up with implementation schedule, a recommendation, supporting data, and it's supposed to be done by the 26th of October. And the intent is to reduce the I&I. I&I is infiltration and inflow, or maybe it's the other way around, one or the other. Inflow and infiltration, I guess. But the intent is to reduce that inflow that's coming into the sewer, the sanitary sewers, so that water doesn't have to be treated. The storm water does not have to be treated. So the more of the storm water you can run into the storm drains in the storm sewers and not go through the sewage plant, it's everybody's benefit. It extends the life of the sewage plant, and it increases its capacity for doing what it's supposed to be doing. And it's also, see if there's a way of increasing the storage and increase the treatment. And the intent is to have the project done by October, although they're indicating depending on when it is implemented, when it gets in, it could be as late as first of the year. But the important part is to collect the data during the rainy season, is what we're looking at. All right, any questions? And you're welcome to browse through this. This is really interesting reading.
And if I could, one of the things that leads back to the timing of all this, you may recall the U.S. EPA put a hold on our city water treatment plant certificate. And there was that whole rigmarole where they had a meeting out at Camp Perry. This is one of the things that was placed on hold while all of that malarkey was being figured out. Now that that's been lifted, we can move forward in this. Had that not occurred, we would have been having this conversation months ago, and it wouldn't have been required to move along so fast.
Don't a lot of ours combine, our sewage and our storm sewage combined, don't they?
A fair number.
And so I don't know how we're gonna separate them.
Well, that's part of the FLIP project, is separating the storm and the sanitary.
Certain ones, right.
With
Not
these
most.
monitors, we put in just the storm sewer, storm drains.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
I'm done.
Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, no question, but a comment, Mr. Sass and your crew. Water line breaks are probably one of the worst breaks to find, because it could break in the pipe right here, but water always seeks its least resistance. So the break could be here, and the water could come up over by Kathy. You just don't know.
Yeah, the one they did today, they probably started about at Kathy, and they almost did a right angle. They ended up by you finding the leak.
It's just crazy how water is. But so kudos to the crew.
Yep.
What they've been doing. Thank you, that's all.
I want to say kudos to the crew too, but I also have one more question. Have we scheduled the spring cleanup date yet?
Yes, one moment.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be. It is on our city calendar also. It's in April. And I see that and I find it. Okay, it's not on this calendar. I apologize. I'll get back to you on that.
April's fine.
April and October, they always hit.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to committee reports. Finance, Ms. Lewis.
Nothing that I have, President.
Thank you. Safety Services and Public Works, Mr. Trolley.
Yes, Madam President, committee members, I'm scheduling both committees for Tuesday of our next council meeting at 5 o'clock. Be Safety Services first, and then Public and Environmental Works second half hour. Push my teeth in, and I will invite the necessary people to meet with us.
That will be posted somewhere, so I don't forget.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
In other words, we have to test it.
Sandy will handle the process.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you, and Mrs. Gilman is not here for Economic and Community Development. But I do know she is having a meeting
That is
18th
6 o'clock.
at 6 o'clock in this council chambers. Okay. We'll move to correspondence. Under correspondence, we have Economic and Community Development Committee meeting minutes from January 14, 2026. The financial report for January 2026 provided by Mr. Vivo.
Madam President,
Yes, Mr.
I would
Troy.
like to make a motion that we approve the financial report for January 2026.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Troy, a second by Mr. Robinson to approve the financial report for January 2026. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Terry Trolley.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis. Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The financial report for January 2026 is hereby approved. Does council wish to take any further action as to the correspondence?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the correspondence.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Mr. Troy to approve the correspondence as stated, seconded by Mr. Robinson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. Correspondence hereby approved. We'll move on to readings of ordinances and resolutions. Under third readings, would the clerk please read by title and summary only, Resolution 26-2.
Resolution 26-2, a resolution authorizing the sale of personal property by internet auction.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to Resolution 26-2?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion that we adopt resolution 26-2.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson to adopt Resolution 26-2. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Terry Trolley.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Resolution 26-2 is hereby adopted. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only, Ordinance 2-26?
Ordinance number 2-26, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to enter into a dockage and wharf agreement with the Sassy Sal's Charter Service Incorporated and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to Ordinance 2-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion to retain the emergency clause in ordinance 2-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Simmons. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mrs. Phillips, to retain the emergency clause as to Ordinance 2-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Terry Trolley.
Yes.
Pat Hovis. Yes. Kathy King.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to Ordinance 2-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Solis. Any discussion? We We have a motion by Mr. Trolley, a second by Mrs. Hovis to adopt ordinance 2-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 2-26 is hereby adopted. We have no second reading, so we move on to first readings. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 4-26?
Ordinance number 4-26, an ordinance authorizing the Director of Safety and Service to enter into a contract with Atlantis LLC for engineering services to conduct a no feasible alternative NFA study for the city of Port Clinton and declaring an emergency.
Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 4-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
I'd like to make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings for ordinance 4-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 4-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further actions to ordinance 4-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
let's make a motion that we retain the emergency clause in ordinance 4-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Trolley, second by Mr. Robinson, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 4-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yeah.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further actions to ordinance 4-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion that we adopt ordinance 4-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to adopt ordinance 4-26. Would the clerk please call, would the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 4-26 is hereby adopted. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 5-26?
Ordinance number 5-26, an ordinance authorizing the Director of Safety and Service to enter into a contract with the QT Equipment to purchase a new utility crane truck for the wastewater treatment plant without formal bidding and advertising due to the real and present emergency that arose when the city's current utility crane truck was rendered unsafe for use and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 5-26? Seeing none, ordinance 5-26 will be moved to a second reading at the next regularly scheduled council meeting on February 24, 2026. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 6-26?
Excuse me, ordinance number 6-26, an ordinance amending portions of chapter 139 in the Port Clinton Codified Ordinances and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 6-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings of ordinance 6-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Owens. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, second by Mrs. Hovis, to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 6-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived as to ordinance 6-26. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 6-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley?
make a motion that we retain the emergency clause in ordinance 6-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So this, any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, second by Mrs. Hovis, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 6-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Carmen Dack.
Yes.
Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained as to ordinance 6-26. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 6-26?
Madam President,
Mr.
I'd like
Trolley?
to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 6-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Ms. Hovis, any discussion? I Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Troy, second by Mrs. Hovis, to adopt ordinance 6-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Gary Trolley.
Yes.
Pat Hovis. Yes. Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Carmen Dab.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 6-26 hereby adopted. Moving on to business from the floor. Mr. Morgan.
No, I've spoken enough tonight.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson. Mr. Trolley.
Yes, Madam President, just, I got a comment, we had our tree commission meeting tonight, and as we're all well aware, I believe we're in our 36th year, Mr. Commissioner,
Yes.
36 years Tree City. We are great at taking trees down. We are absolutely terrible at planting trees. Now, if we all remember, now, yeah, we do put trees in for Arbor Day, but short of that, we don't plant trees. If we all remember, we were awarded $25,000 from the contractor on 3rd Street to replace the trees that they took down. We have not put one tree back on 3rd Street. We're Tree City guys and ladies. We've got to start putting trees back in the tree line. There's plenty of room between the sidewalk and 3rd Street for trees. Plenty of room. That water line is brand new. Everything will outlive all of us. I don't like to, be insistent, but come on. We need to start putting some trees in. We need to get a game plan. That's all. Thank you.
Hey, Mrs. Hovis.
I just want to say that during that really cold snap that we had, I really appreciate the city workers working their butts off with any broken water lines, and our emergency people saving people off of the lake. And I just want to give them a hand and say thank you. I really appreciate everything that our city workers and emergency crews do. That's it.
Staff.
Oh, just everybody have a happy Valentine's Day and a happy President's Day.
Madam President, I apologize. I got so excited about those other ordinances, I forgot. I have a preview for the next council meeting. We will be putting an ordinance to council to repeal an ordinance we just passed for the infrastructure project. It was just passed beginning of the year. The reason why we are doing this is because the federal government came back and said, oh, you guys are calling it the infrastructure fund, and we'd like to call it the water and sewer fund.
Oh, jeez.
And we need to call it the water and sewer fund. And you need to call it the water and sewer fund. So we were discussing doing an amendment from the floor, but that really is a change. So we were going to put in there and or, so we have both accounts available, so we can move money back and forth if we need to, because all the money is in the infrastructure fund. But the best part about that was today, prior to council, they finally emailed us back and said, yeah, we definitely need you to do this. We're meeting on the 26th. So as long as you pass it on the 24th, you can remain on schedule. Otherwise, you will not. So just to preview, once again, we need 6 here so we can once again appease the federal government.
We're just changing the name?
Yes.
We're doing and or.
Okay, sure.
But it's enough to where they want to kind of like halt everything until we get that thing. So they said, sorry, we've missed that for the last 5 years, our bad. But moving forward, we need that done.
And I won't even give you any crap about it.
Okay, good. That's why I'm giving you a preview, Richard.
I do appreciate that.
You're-
Mark the date and time, Sandy.
Okay, thank you. Seeing no further business, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
All right, second.
Oh, no, you
Make the
can.
Oh, I
motion.
thought you were asking me. Oh.
Make the motion.
Madam
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
Thank you.
I'll
Do I have a
second.
second?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
A motion by Mr. Travoli, seconded by Mrs. King, to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.